This is Dark Macek with Brutally Delicious, coming into the review of Carrion, Vael's brand new album, Slay Utterly. Okay, so brand new band to me and almost brand new genre. Those who listen to Brutally Delicious know that I mostly do power metal reviews or like 80s metal throwback stuff, like bands that want to be the new Judas Priest. So, new year, new me, new genre, I guess. Carrion Vael seems to be billed as melodic death metal, but I think it's so much more brutal than a lot of the bands I know from that genre. It's like simultaneously more death than most melodic death metal and more melodic at times than most melodic death metal. Who would have thought they actually lived up to both sides of the name, huh? I'll talk about what I think they sound like as we get to the songs, and please bear with me as this is not my usual genre, so if I'm saying stuff that's basic, I'm sorry. I do want to say, and that this is probably very typical for death metal, the drumming here is outstanding. And also, this album has riffs for days. I spend most of my time talking about how cool the choruses are, how cool the vocals are. Very rarely do I hear kick-ass riffs, and this album is chock full of them. And with that, let's go. 1978. Immediately, it's very, very, very heavy. I was kind of reminded of Carcass, but the drums are way more intense. Some of the riffs actually reminded me of Nevermore, and that's very high praise. It's a band I love. Very melodic chorus and bridge, I guess you'd call it, but a super brutal verse. It's almost like the 80s hair ballad formula on steroids, in that, one half is heavy, one half is soft. They just kind of inverted it. 1912. This one's a little more Black Dahlia Murder-ish in a great way. That's a band I've seen live probably like 6 or 7 times, which for death metal would put them at the top. Riffing and drums are great. There's a part at like a minute and 20 seconds, I guess you'd call it a drop, that was so fucking cool. I definitely rewound it as soon as I heard it. Side note, all but 2 of the songs in this album have a number in the title. What's up with that? 40 Echoes Upon the Parlor. I have no idea what this song is about, but I can't wait to read the lyrics and find out. More melodic riffs, both more melodic and more of them, like this song kills. This song actually made me sad that Brandon Ellis is not joining the Nevermore reunion, and that it reminds me of the stuff that Jeff Loomis would play and that Brandon Ellis would play. Great vocals here. The non-growls actually reminded me of Ripper Owens, but not in his typical shriek way. His actual singing voice seems to pop up here. Last but not least, Bisection 47. More good riffs. Again, I'm always praising choruses when I do my power metal reviews, but this song is an air guitar fest, not for the solos, for the riffs, and that is something that is sorely missing from a whole lot of modern metal, so thank you. So oftentimes when I find a new band through the Brutally Delicious channels and I review them, I'll say something like, I can't wait to go back and listen to this band's back catalog because this album got me interested. So while this does hold for Carrion Vael right now, this made me want to go back and listen to a bunch of awesome guitar riffs or bands that have great guitar riffs. It's funny how it didn't just make me think, oh, let's listen to more death metal or let's listen to more of this band. It got me back into that whole art form. So I'll definitely listen to other stuff by this band and even throw on some Carcass tomorrow. I think I'll also be putting on some Black Sabbath. Basically saying the songwriting, riff writing, all that is so good here that it made me stop focusing on soaring vocal melodies and more on guitar. That's how good this album is. Thanks, dudes. Rock on.